YouTube, coming at you recorded live somewhere around with Michigan again and again and again. Hear that noise? Oh, we got here. We got Amber Alert. All right, yeah, keep your eyes out if you're watching this today. Be like the 13th or 14th of May, 2019. 2005 rendezvous. They didn't give a color. If you're anywhere around Michigan, Illinois, the tri-state area, somewhere around Lake Michigan, anywhere around Lake Michigan, look out for this 2005 rendezvous. A little girl named little Miss Martinez, Veronica. That sounds right. Martinez. I wouldn't want to misappropriate. Martinez. She's a little girl. I guess she got a little baby swiped. So that's bad news, but not why I came here to talk to you. I came here to talk to you about feelings. People getting their feelings hurt. I don't know. Here's something. My grandmother taught me when I was just a wee little bitty Reggie. She said, I like this because it looks like I got a really surprised look on my face, or a mean look. I'll take it for what it's worth. But I'm neither surprised or a mean person. It doesn't even matter. I get mean. I'll be mean if I have to be. But that's part of what I'm getting at. People are calling out other people for being, quote unquote, a dick. And I can say I am one too, but that has to do with emotions and the way you feel and perceive things. Sometimes you gotta be a dick. It's called tough love, tough love. Sorry, you had your chance, that kind of thing. Sometimes you gotta be flexible. Sometimes you gotta be rigid. It's just part of the game, you know what I'm saying? It's about feelers. My grandma taught me when I was a little boy. She says, son, because that's what she called me, son, anyways, because I wasn't her son, but she says, son, if there's something you don't like about yourself, you can always change it. If you feel like you're too fat, you can lose weight. If you feel like I was a little kid, I was a little tiny shrimp, a little bitty Reggie. She said, if you feel like you're, there's things you can't change. Like if you feel you're too short, buy smaller furniture. You can do that. If you feel like you're cussing too much, change your language. If you feel like, and it all comes down to feelings. You could change things. You could change certain things. I don't think she meant chop my wiener off and turn myself into a girl because I feel like a girl. That's not what she meant, She's talking about personality traits. You can change your personality at any given time. I see a little whisker here poking out. Yeah, you gotta forgive me. I just got out of the shower. I didn't get a chance to comb out my beard and mustache. Anyhow, so if you feel you're smelly, you might smell a little bad, take a shower. You got feelings. Everybody's entitled to feelings and emotions, And it seems like the right here feels like screw you and your feelings. Facts don't worry about your feelings. I think Ben Shapiro said facts aren't concerned about your feelings. And that created a little bit of an atmosphere where people say, "You don't worry about my feelings. That hurt my feelings." Well, in that particular situation, suck it up. We've been getting our feelings hurt for the last 20 years. You guys are just barely catching up to what we've been talking about for the last 20 years. So, just try to keep up. You cringy progressives, you're almost there. You're that close. You're that close, but you're about at very least 3 years behind. Of the current events, what's going on with you guys happened to us 3-4 years ago. So, that's like on a smaller specific version. Generally speaking, we've been saying it for the last 20 years, at least 20 years. And I'm talking about the conservative movement, and it's only a movement. It's not a political party, okay? So save that. So the same thing with progressives. Progressivism is it's fluid. They are what they are, and there's like variations and degrees of progressivism, And here's what happened. All right. Let's see. Where's my trusted chalk? Let me get my trusted chalkboard out. Okay, so we got the progressives, right? And I got my crayons here. This is from yesterday. I'm gonna erase that because it's got a little. There we go. Okay, you got your left and right here. Okay. All right, we'll just put it like this so it's easy to understand. I'll take the rubber band off. So it's not confusing. You got left and right here, okay? What you have here is your centrals, your moderates, okay? These are your moderates right in here, okay? And on here you got the leftists. You got your Democrats and your progressives and Green Party. And over here you've got your okay, you've got your conservatives. We'll call it Republicans first off. Republicans, you got your libertarians, and you got your Tea Partyists. And last but not least, anarchists. Okay. This is going for range from small government to big government. Okay? Okay? So this is, the further over you go this way, the more government is that way. The further you go over this way, that's less government, okay? All the way down to anarchy. Anarchy is no government. See if I can draw that backwards in a mirror. This is all government. Down to the Green Party, it means all control, all power. So now what you have is the progressives here. They went all the way over here, and they need like a telescope now to see the liberals. They need a telescope, okay? They've gone, progressives have merged with the Green Party, so we might as well call it Green Progressives. I think I did that right. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Green Progressives. And progressives are on the other side of the Green Party now. They've gone full, and say this is the end of the spectrum. They've gone over the end and come out over here with the anarchists. They've gone so far left that they swapped over and now are on the right. They are so far left that they've come up on the anarchist side of the board. So now you got these progressive anarchists, the democratic anarchists. It makes no sense. It's an oxymoron. They've gone so far left that they've popped up on the other side. So that's my feelings on that. It's ridiculous. You know, and that's the only way to explain it. Less government is right. You got less influence, less government, down all the way to the Tea Partyists who believe in just strictly the word by word of the Constitution. We don't want tyranny. That's the Tea Parties. Somehow the mainstream media mixed it all up with racism. And it has nothing to do with how racist you are, which side you are on. It has nothing to do with it. It's the size and amount of government influence over your life. Democrats want a little bit more. Progressives want all-out power. Power to the people. That's what their thing is. Power to the people. They want the people to be the government. Everybody to be the government. They want everybody telling on everybody else. That's how they, you know, with the sort of hate speech and, you know, and they virtue signal with this moral compass thing that they created. Where's your moral compass? Where's it pointed? Well, I'll tell you what. I don't need a moral compass to logically think something out. It's a moral compass. They're going against logic. So you got these guys. You got the here's a guy, Rational National. His name is David Dole. Every time I see something, it's on the Democrat side, on the left side, it means the exact opposite of what it's supposed to mean. The rational, he's rationalizing the rational national. He rationalizes, and he's not even national. That doesn't make any sense. National. If he was national, he wouldn't be worried about America's politics. He'd be worried about Canada's politics. Every once in a while, he dips in and talks about Trudeau and Ford, and you know, I'm paying attention to Canadian politics too. You know, and that Ford, he's kind of like the fat version of Donald Trump, which is kind of funny if you ever get into it. Check out the Ford brothers. One of them, I think, died. The other one has stepped up and filled his shoes, so to speak. I think one of them, I don't know, he was busted with hookers or something. I don't know. It was kind of cringy. You know, he's a big boy. He's fat. He probably doesn't have a lot of girls. He had to go rent a couple. So, you know, whatever. I think that's what it was about. I'm not sure. I know there was some kind of scandal, but us men have our needs too. It's going back, and that leads me full circle. Like, here we got Alyssa Milano. She called a sex strike. Women, don't give your men no poontang. Don't give it up. Don't give it up until this abortion thing in Georgia is settled. Well, it's gonna be settled, man. They already passed it. What are you gonna do? It's already settled. It's a law of the land. So now it's we don't have full autonomous control over our bodies. That's what she's saying. Autonomous kind of control over our bodies. It's like, sure you do. You just can't. You ain't gonna have taxpayers buying it for you. That's all. Go ahead, go get your abortions. Go get it, but we ain't paying for it. Not everybody has to pay your bills. If you want to get down and dirty with a man, and he wants to get down and dirty with you, and you ain't ready for children, that's a noble thing, is to know that you're not ready for children. That's a good thing, in the life aspect. If it's going to get in the way of your career or whatever like that, big deal. But that being said, if you're not ready for a child, then use proper protection. Go abstinent. I mean, what's important to you? If you getting your poontang on and getting your groove on, or studying, you can't have both. Well, you can, but it takes a lot of time to get that poontang. If you're with a guy that says, "Oh, I love you, baby," you make him wear a condom. See how much he loves you. If he loves you enough to wear a condom, if you're not ready for a child. But now she's going, let's go abstinent. It's like, that's what we've been saying the whole time. Don't have sex, and you won't get pregnant. You won't need an abortion. That's all we've been saying. All we've been saying the whole time. If you're not ready for a child, you shouldn't be having sex. You shouldn't be. Especially teenagers. They're not even fully developed in their brain to be doing that kind of thing. I know I did it. It was wrong. My brother brought that to my attention. I said, well, you did it when you were 14, right? And he's like, well, yeah. I said, so do I. He's like, yeah, but it doesn't make it right. I was like, yeah, you're right. I was too young, man. If I'd got someone pregnant at 14, well, I'd have a 33-year-old child. But I'd probably still be a stupid Democrat, too. I left the left a long time ago, back in '96, when Bill Clinton, he was getting his little underneath the desk, playing to hide the cigar with that Monica Lewinsky chick, and that was the beginning of the end for me. It wasn't so much that he did that; it was that he lied about it, and we all knew he did it. We were there. We knew. Come on, man, you're gonna sit there, and then he did it. He went on TV and said, "I did not have sexual relations with that woman." He did this with his finger all the time. This was his pointer. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Quote, unquote. We knew he was lying, man. I lost all respect for him. I said, man, fess up, man. Tell the whole country. Hell yeah, dog that, man. It was badass. Hell yeah. I ain't going with that sloppy Hillary. Goody. I mean, back in the day, Hillary might have had something going on. But now she's just a screech owl. It's like it's stupid Jib Jab commercials. You remember Jib Jab? Anybody remember Jib Jab? That was fun. I love Jib Jab. That being said, our feelings are important. We are entitled to them. Even men, we're entitled to our feelings. If you feel like you're a fat ass, lose some weight. And people think, oh well, you should be pretty proud to be obese. What the hell is that all about, man? You're unhealthy. Be proud to be unhealthy? What kind of backwards thinking is that, You should want to live, and no wonder they want free health care. They're obese. Half of them, And the other time, I was just watching, old footage of Antifa rallies in California, and everything I said, I've been saying this, and I was like, am I going crazy, or are these people just like this? And I started going back to Tiny. Now, Tiny was funny. He punched some dude in the face about 150 times. He said, pow, 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 you little bastard, pow, 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 pow. And it was funny, but he went to jail for it. Yeah. Because the guy called him out. He said, so let's take it out in the park. Went out in the park, and Tiny whooped his ass. It ain't the first time either he's done that, And I don't condone violence, but I sure like to watch it. Yeah. I'm not a violent person, but I do play one on TV. I've had to resort to violence in my past. I've been bullied upon, mercilessly bullied. And it's not fun getting bullied, you know. And it get to the point where, you know, going full circle here. I knew I see a little bugger sticking out, man. Yeah, I was mercilessly pounded. I was a little tiny kid with a pot belly, so it was easy to pick on me. Until I got about 14, 15-year-old. And my dad says, you know, you can hit back. I said, I can? Mom said I couldn't fight. She said, no, you ain't going to sit there and be beat up in front of me. He said, he took me downstairs and showed me how to fight, you know. So the next fight I got into, I didn't pick a fight with nobody, but, you know, lo and behold, like 3 days later, so I smashed somebody over the head with a big wheel. I grabbed it by the handlebars and took the back end of it. I beat the brakes off the dude, man. What am I going to do? So then his big brother came after me. I don't know what. I think I grabbed something. I took it. Oh, I remember. I grabbed my math book and I smashed his face with it. Pow! His big brother, too. I was scared. I'm not going to lie. I was scared. But that's why I grabbed my math book, man. It was nice and thick, man. Pow! So, well, I ain't getting no use out of this in school. I might as well get some use out of it. So I smashed the kid in the face with it. And before I know it, I was in a fight every day. Everybody wanted a piece of me. You know, and then I didn't lose many fights after that. And then eventually the bigger kid says, man, this little kid's tough, man. So they wanted me on their side at that point. So then I started walking around the neighborhood, my chest stuck out, picking fights with little kids and stuff. And I thought, you know, I've had both sides of the bully coin. And I feel badly for it. There's a couple of my friends, they still wet their beds and stuff. But, you know, I called them, apologized. Went through this AA thing a long time ago where I had to call up and apologize to people. And it's one of the steps. And called one kid and I said, man, I'm really sorry, dude. He's like, for what? You know, he didn't even remember. Didn't even remember it was me that did that, you know. He's like, oh, man, even if it was, so what? I forgive you, man. Just to load off. We're like pretty good friends now. He said, man, I got a lot of respect for you for doing that. I didn't even remember that, you know. I was like, yeah, well, this is a member I would have repressed too, getting your ass whooped like that. I remember what I did to him, you know. I basically used him beat the rugs out behind the house over the clothesline. I grabbed him by the feet and threw him around a little bit, you know. I'd want to forget that too. But, yeah, violence is something I'm particularly good at, but I don't like it. It makes me sick to my stomach and, you know, makes me want to vomit afterwards. And, you know, just, it's a very awful feeling. So I wouldn't recommend violence. Other than the fact that it is necessary once in a while, when someone gets out of control. Some people are out of control and they need a verbal ass whooping first. And if it takes too far, I mean, some of these people, if they, you know, especially in my comment section, well, I'll tell you what, if I met them down by the river, there'd be one of us walking on, it wouldn't be them. You know, I'll talk that shit in live person. He gets smoked. You know, we rolled up in a big fat paper and smoked. And that's just the bottom line right there. I'm sorry I didn't mean to take Austin's 316's line there, but that's the bottom line, man. You smell what I'm cooking? That's right. That's right. And I do like WWE, by the way. There's always the bad guy. I don't mind being the bad guy every once in a while, but I assure you, for my family, I don't like being the bad guy. I don't like being the bad guy for my family and my friends. I want to stick up for people that are indefensible. That being said, we got a couple guys out here that, oh well, you know, anything they're immune to being a dick, you know. It's like saying I'm immune to being a dick. No, you fall into it real easy. Before you know it, you're being a dick, and you know, and you don't even see it. You don't even. Well, I'm doing it for the right reasons. You know, virtue signals. You know, someone can be a dick, and then, you know, I gotta call them out on it, man. Just saying, man. You know. No, you're just being a dick. You know, come on, man. Come on, chill out. We need to talk and communicate and stuff like that. And it's just hard to do that. At least some people that are like, when they're being a dick, at least you know what you're getting. You didn't get like this Joe Biden. He's a nice guy and shit, sniffing people's hair in the back. You guys live in this secret life, man. At least when you're dealing with someone who's a genuine dick, at least you know what you're dealing with. You know, not this Mr. Nice Guy in front of in front of his friends, and then he goes and kicks the cat when he gets home. You know, that's a closet dick. You want to be a closet dick. You know, you're just lying to yourself. You're lying to everybody else. At least if you're going to be a dick, at least be a dick in public, you know. So people can shut you down. That's what free speech is all about, is find out who's who. When you're lying and stuff, when you're over there telling people, You know, I'm Mr. Nice Guy. You know, look at me. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. No, you're not, man. You're fucking 80 years old. Maybe swear. I ruined my whole video. I've been going at it for like 22 minutes too. I don't even know how long. At least 22 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes and 6 seconds. Okay, I'm out of here. Way over my time. Double my time. I usually like to keep it about 10 minutes because people lose interest. But, you know, I didn't waste 20 minutes, man. I got it off my chest. You know, if you're going to be a dick, at least be a dick and fess up to it. Don't think you got some kind of anti-dick immunity pill. You know, anybody could be a dick. Dick. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. As always, like, comment, share if you want to. I don't care. I don't give a shit. People are like talking about these ratios now. You know, well, I'll just hit unlike, and I'll tell all my friends to unlike you too. Dick.